Okay, so let's jump right into a really interesting idea. There's this paradox right at the heart of building real long term wealth. See, it's all about two completely different mindsets, one that helps you make your money, and a totally different one that helps you actually keep it. And trust me, understanding this difference is, well, it's everything. Now, just let that sink in for a second. This one line pretty much sums up the entire two-act play of creating wealth. And you know why it's so powerful? Because almost everyone, and I mean everyone, only ever focuses on that first part. They only get the obsession part of the equation. And I get it. Why wouldn't you focus on obsession? It's the glamorous part. It's intense, it's emotional, it's exciting. This is that hustle phase, where you're learning like crazy and you feel like you're proving something to yourself, to your family, to the world. So, why is obsession so incredibly effective at the very beginning? Well, it's because it has this wild ability to basically collapse time. Think of it like a superpower for your effort. It bends the normal rules of progress and lets you do in months what would normally take people years to accomplish. Here's what that time collapse actually looks like. You can literally squeeze 5 years of normal, gradual learning into a single, white-hot year of intense focus. You just outwork and outlearn your own limits so fast that all the noise and competition kind of become irrelevant.
And this is what that obsession gets you. It gets you off the starting line. It's the rocket fuel. It's that raw, powerful energy that pushes you over that first massive milestone, your first crore. It's almost always a direct result of that intense emotional drive.
But, and this is a huge but, this is where the script completely flips. Once you've hit that first big goal, the game changes. I mean, it totally changes. The skills that got you here will absolutely not keep you here. The next phase is less about the thrill and a lot more about something most people find, well, kind of boring. And this is what we mean by discipline. It's not about a lack of excitement, not at all. It's just a completely different strategy. It's built on systems, on consistency, and on making smart, stable decisions that pay off in the long run, not just chasing that short-term dopamine hit. We think wealth is built in these big, dramatic moments of inspiration. It's not. It's really built by the quiet, daily repetition of these unsexy tasks. It's about tracking your numbers so you know exactly where you stand. It's cutting back on those big, recurring costs. It's sticking to your investment plan, even when your gut is screaming at you to sell everything. And this one's huge. It's learning to say no way more than you say yes, because every new yes is a no to your original plan. And this right here, this is exactly why we hear so many stories about people who make a ton of money really fast, only to lose it all even faster. It's because they get really good at the high of the obsession phase, but they never ever learn the habits they need to manage the plateau. They just keep chasing that initial high instead of building real stability. So, does this mean obsession and discipline are enemies? Not at all. The real key is to see how they fit together, how they work in sequence. The best way to think about it is like two parts of the same machine. You've got the fuel and you've got the structure. So let's just break it down. Obsession is the fuel, right? It's the intensity, the emotion that gets you moving that earns you that first crore. But discipline? That's the structure. That's the engine. It's the systems and the stability that keep you growing sustainably. That's what gets you to your next 10. And honestly, this might be the most critical takeaway from all of this. Without that structure, all that intense fuel from your obsession has nowhere to go. It doesn't build anything that lasts. It just burns you right out, and often it leaves you with nothing to show for all that effort. This is what happens when fuel and structure finally start working together. This next major milestone doesn't come from more obsession, from working even harder. It's the result of your disciplined systems, of quiet consistency, of just letting compounding do its magical work, month after month, year after year. So maybe we all need to redefine our goal. That exciting, chaotic phase, that's just the start. True, lasting financial freedom isn't crazy or thrilling. It's calm. It's consistent. And yeah, it's a little bit boring. But you know what? That boring is the ultimate sign that you've actually made it. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Are you just chasing the thrill of getting rich? Or are you also building the quiet, steady discipline that's actually required to stay rich?
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Please read the offer document carefully before investing.